In today's bite-sized video, I want to talk with you about promoting your private practice or your services or your products in Facebook groups and communities so that you understand what I'm talking about, what the etiquette is, what to do, and what you need to consider. Now, first of all, I don't mean join Facebook groups where your ideal client is perhaps spending a lot of their time and then just, spamming the feed with, I've got availability. No, don't do that. Don't do that at all. A better way is to, a better approach is to join a Facebook community. Now, you only need to join one or two. My advice would be look for Facebook communities where your ideal client is spending time that have a lot of engagement. So, when you go to join a Facebook community, it will usually tell you how many posts there were in that day, what the engagement's like, how many members there are, things like that. So, depending on your niche, let's say it's anxiety or something like that, you might get a whole lot of groups come up. Narrow them down to just the one or two with the highest level of engagement. Okay, it doesn't need to be a massive group, by the way. It might only be a group that's got, I don't know, 300 people in it or something like that, but it's got quite a high level of engagement. So you want to request to join one of those. And then what happens? Then do you start promoting yourself? No. Then what you're going to do is observe. I just want you to hang back, observe, so that you can read the room. Okay, read the room. Now it's going to take you a week or so to be able to do this. So you're going to have to dive into that group once a day, every day for a week or two, and just read the room. Just listen. What's everybody talking about? What are they sharing? What are they saying? What's the general vibe? And then and only then start to comment, right? And by that, I mean reply to other people's comments, but do it in a way that's you being of service, i.e., you being really helpful. So, you're in the Facebook group, somebody's talking about their anxiety and how they're having a lot of trouble sleeping. People are jumping in, giving their 5 cents. You then jump in and you give some guidance. If you feel called, right? You feel some guidance. You give some guidance, but make sure it's really juicy and make sure it's actually, by juicy, I'm saying like make sure it's actually helpful, right? Because if you just go giving vanilla information, nobody's going to be paying you any attention. But if you give something that demonstrates that you have deeper knowledge, which you do because you're a practitioner, it demonstrates you've got deeper knowledge and a deeper understanding, a deeper awareness. You can give a better technique or skill that's less known, but is equally powerful and will work for that person. Guess what? Other people are going to start to see your name when you're helping community members out. They'll start to see your name and they'll start to have a good association with that. And they'll say, oh, Tabitha's really helpful. I wonder if Tabitha might know something about this. And people themselves will start to contact you. They will say things like, oh, this sounds great. May I send you a DM? Or they will just DM you and it will turn up in your message requests. Oh, here's a hint. In your messages on Facebook on the desktop, I don't know, I haven't checked yes, it is on the app as well on the phone. You go in there and have a look at message requests and you will also see a spam folder. I just found out about the spam folder. Turns out there are a lot of inquiries that I missed because they're in my spam folder. So I've spent the last day or so quickly responding to all of those, but they're months old now. I'm sure people have moved on and gone and greener pastures and all that. But do check. So they will approach you, right? It's the opposite of you going into a group and creating a post that says, I have availability or come and see me. My rooms are in Parramatta. Nobody cares, right? But by you getting in and building rapport and helping people, they will care about that and they will start to see you as an authority, as someone who knows their stuff, as credible, and they will find you. Okay? Now, the strategy really for this is to pop into the groups each day. Even if it's only for 10 minutes, just pop in there, catch up on what everybody's been talking about in the last 24 hours, And if there's an opportunity for you to help someone, help them. And by that, I do not mean give a tip or give a strategy, or I mean, don't even do that. First of all, just maybe validate where they're at, blah blah blah, and then ask them, would you like some help with this? Would you like, I can share a tip, would that be helpful? Would you like to hear a tip? I'm happy to pop it in the comments or something like that. Check with them first if it's okay to give them some help in public. And don't include any links, right? Do not say, here's this really awesome technique, insert awesome technique here, and then say, by the way, go and check out my website, here's the link to my, no, 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 don't do that. It's repellent. We're here to build connections, okay? We're not here for you to, so don't do that. So there are some people that say to me, oh, but I am in Facebook groups. I'm in 100 Facebook groups. Well, I know that you're not going into all 100 Facebook groups every day for 5 or 10 minutes and helping people out. And then when people say, I am commenting, Brooklyn, I am commenting, that strategy doesn't work. When I go in and I see what they've been saying, they're not giving great strategies. They're giving very boring, bland, vanilla, get it anywhere strategy. So they're not showing their expertise. They're not showing the higher level of skill and knowledge that they've got. And then they're saying, I was going to swear, but then they're saying, go and book a free discovery call for 20 minutes. And it's like, what are you doing? Of course, nobody is responding. Don't do it. The other question that I had was, what about when you join groups and you can promote in the promo thread? Is that okay? Well, of course it's okay. If you've got permission and they say, oh, it's Marketing Monday, everybody posts stuff that will help our community, and you go and you post your stuff, that's fine. But that's never really going to result in any work, because who reads those posts? People feel good in the moment because they're like, ta-da, here's my stuff. But of all those people who say, ta-da, here's my stuff, how many of those other posts do they even engage with, let alone look at? They just don't, most people, right? I know this because I used to run like promo days in my big groups, right? In the Counsellors Connect Australia group and the Allied Health Professionals in Private Practice group. They have promo days and people get very excited and they'd like promote the workshop, promote their practice, promote whatever. But did they go and look at anybody else's stuff? No. Did they comment on anybody else's stuff? No. Did they give it a like or a heart? No. It just became a thread of people going blah like that. It was just like, hit and run marketing. You couldn't even call it marketing. And then they're saying to me, oh, well, I'm posting in the group, so it's not working. That's why nobody reads those threads, usually. Now, I'm sure I've just got to jinx myself and that somebody will say, that's not true, Brooklyn. I always read those threads and I always comment. If that's you, thank you very much for your participation. But in general, people don't, right? Because who wants to sit there and scroll through ads? Nobody really. So they're just a couple of tips that you can take on board. So find a group that's quite active, doesn't have to have billions of people in it, but make sure that the activity and the engagement is really high. Observe, like read the room, get a feel for it, go in there every day, just look, don't do anything. If you want to do something, you can't help yourself, start giving people hearts or blue thumbs, because this is really encouraging and it's nice for you to be seen as somebody who's encouraging. Okay, so do that. When you're ready, start replying to people. Don't make your own posts, just start replying to people without links, without telling them that you've got availability, without sharing any of your, no, let them come to you and they will. Okay, how long is it going to take? How long is a piece of string? I would say allow yourself 5 to 10 minutes in 2 groups where your ideal clients are every single day for a month, and start to see if you start to get inboxes or people asking you, can I DM you, blah, 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 right? It will happen. It will happen. It will happen because you're attracting them because of you being helpful. Okay, so stay grounded. If you bring a desperate energy to any of the Facebook groups, people aren't going to want to know you. So stay grounded, let them come to you. Know that your only job is to show up with your gifts and share them with the world. That's it. Let them find you in terms of being paying clients. Okay. Hope this was super helpful. I've got to go and pick up Buddy from daycare now because it's Friday. And yeah, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Have a lovely evening, everybody. Bye.